Each one of us can build wealth, replace scarcity with abundance, replace average with greatness, replace uncertainty with conviction. Success is there for the taking. Small business owners, entrepreneurs, startups, and the ambitious. Grant Cardone tells you what you have to do to prosper in this new economy. He'll inform you in everything business, finance, and career related. Get ready. Find the knowledge for your success. It's all here, right now, in the Cardone Zone.
On your plexiglass, I'm snapping back up on your station. Keep style elevated, you feeling this sensation. To a higher zone, you are not alone.
In the Cardone Zone every Tuesday, 1 o'clock from Miami Beach. We come to you to talk about your money, your business, your career, your finances, how to get yours. Oh, I got a microphone issue going on right now. And today, here we are in Miami. I'm preparing to go to a Heat's game tonight. Front row, look for me at the game. Okay, I'll be sitting, not on courtside, but I'll be sitting front row with some friends. And tweet me out. I'll be on my phone banging that thing to death. Speaking of phones and Twitter and Facebook, and hit me up at Twitter at Grant Cardone. I can answer your questions there. You can also call in today. Love to have the first caller, 305-865-8668. 305-865-8668. The government, if you don't know, is broken. If somebody's got to tell you that, then you're already checked out. And if you have to get the government involved to get your pay up, like they're doing in Seattle to raise minimum wage to $15, you're in trouble. If you depend on college to get you a job at Starbucks, you're in trouble. If you think the baby boomers retiring at 1.5 million a year won't cause you trouble, you're in trouble. If you're not paying attention to the unemployment numbers, even though they're going down, the truth is we have the lowest number of total employed people ever in the history of the United States of America. Median income has been sinking for 15 years, going downward. Add to all that bad news, robots. Robots are coming, man. I'm telling you. There's an article, a commentary written by Federico Pistano, with the CEO of Esplora. CNBC commentary. You can find it at CNBC. Will robots steal your job? Is human labor destined to become obsolete? What do you think? I mean, if you're great, can a robot replace you? Oh, no way, Grant. Trust me, okay? There's technology out there that's advancing at such rates, entire industries, forget people, are at risk. This has been debated for 100 years now, okay? The automation of the automotive industry. Look what it did to jobs. Look what it did to labor. This is called the Luddite fallacy, referring to 19th century English textile. This goes way back to when the English textile artisans protested against new developments like machinery. Can you imagine? No machinery, okay? Now, this startling trend is emerging at rates that are almost unfathomable, and you need to pay attention to them. Almost unnoticed, computer power is growing. Now, I know everybody takes it for granted, like, you don't think about computer power growing every day, and how could that affect your job, your family, your education, your pay? How could it affect your ability to get money today? But we take for granted what this little machine, this little thing in my hand does. It's almost unnoticed as computer power is growing, advancing efforts to mechanicize, if that's a word, the labor force. Economic theory suggests for every job displaced by technology, another job is created. But ask the Egyptian slave how he feels about the wheel. One day he's bitching about his job. Oh my God, man, I got to carry all these stones all the way up. I got to build the pyramids. And you know what? 30 years later, he doesn't have a job at all. Historically, this has been true, that technology advances, creates new jobs in new sectors. Okay, this is what's happened. When we moved out of farms, we started working in factories. Okay, if you just go back, look at what's happening to mankind. When human-powered factories that we have now, because fewer and fewer people are starting to work in factories, less and less manufacturing going on in the United States, or it gets shipped overseas, when that becomes mechanized, if that's a word, roboted, we invented the service sector. What is America today? Okay, I mean the great middle class in America was created not by a service sector; it was created by manufacturing. Manufacturing now going away, we become a service sector. What does that mean? Oh, you work at Bloomingdale's. You wait on. I mean, it's good on a Sunday afternoon if I walk in there to Bloomingdale's because I'm walking out with a bunch of bags and I'm easy. If you can give me some service, but would that be roboted one day? Could that job actually be replaced? Is it? Hey, the truth is, you know what? The same experience I had at Bloomingdale's, I could have on my computer today. Horse replaced Egyptian slaves. Here comes the wheel, add a horse. Follow me here, okay? The horse replaced the Egyptian slave, starts pulling the stone, just the stone by itself. Then you add a wheel. Add a horse to the wheel, you get a plow. Somebody comes along and says, dude, we don't need a plow. We need an engine on the plow. That becomes a tractor. Tractor becomes a car. Okay? Car, engine, transmission creates what? Car buyers, auto dealerships, manufacturers, salesmen, drivers, road signs, concrete, streets, traffic police, lights. What happens when Google adds a driver to the car? Changes everything. What happens? Maybe I don't get a traffic ticket anymore because everything's computerized. You see what I'm saying? Add technology, add GPS, add computer-driven cars, add all the other things that are happening from, what's happening in food. Food's being manufactured now by robots. The point is this. What's that going to do to you? Number one, you need to pay attention to what's happening. The world is changing. It's changing at a pace that is just, unbelievable. Number two, advance or be displaced or replaced. You either advance, get displaced, or replaced. Change is opportunity, number three. Okay, you got to embrace the change as an opportunity. Don't fight it. Don't sound like your grandpa. Oh, I can't believe they're doing that. There may be a time in the future where people look at you and say, you actually drove a car? That's amazing. Number four, get a talent or a skill that cannot be replaced by technology. And number five, you need to quit working and start leading because leaders will not be replaced by robots. The entrepreneur, the guy that can take an idea and make it into reality cannot be replaced by a piece of technology. This is Grant Cardone. You're in the Cardone Zone. Stay with us. We're going to come back and talk about what you have to do to be irreplaceable, indispensable. Stay with us. You have an opportunity right now to reward your very best people the right way, the perfect way. They're already great. I want to make them 10x better. That's the point of an award. Come to the Hard Rock Hotel in Riviera Maya, Mexico, June 22nd to the 27th, 4 nights and 4 different seminars on each day. This is room, board, meals, beverages. It's the ultimate incentive. Send your best performers, their spouse and kids. I want to share that experience with them. 10x your business, 10x your finances, 10x your brand, and 10x your business life. Book now at 10xseminar.com, 10xseminar.com. This is the ultimate incentive for your very top performers, and who knows, maybe you come too.
There are 7 billion people in the world. Who are you? How are you different?
7 billion people on planet Earth. There's a small portion of them that want greatness.
Seller Be Sold. Book and audio package.
You can't get away from this idea that you just have to sell more.
Voted the #1 business sales book by Axiom Gold Awards. Now, for the first time ever, in audio, read by Grant Cardone. If you want to get your way in business and in life, call 800-368-5771. Seller Be Sold. Book and audio package. Call 800-368-5771 today. For over over 30 years, international interior designer Stephen G is a world-renowned master of contemporary and traditional high-end design.
To me, lifestyle and comfort is what a great design project is all about.
Interiors by Stephen G has galleries in Florida and New York. With staff fluent in 7 different languages, Interiors by Stephen G offers a full-service experience from construction to completion. Visit Interiors by Stephen G at Facebook or his website, interiorsbystephenG.com. That's interiorsbystephenG.com to get started on bringing your design fantasies to a level beyond your dreams. Visit interiorsbystephenG.com today.
Welcome back to the Cardone Zone. My name's Grant Cardone. Somebody tweeted the other day, it's like, I don't even want to hear your name again. Then get off the internet, bro. Take your electricity out of your house, okay? At Grant Cardone, the number here is 305-865-8668, 305-865-8668. Look, I refuse to be replaced by a robot. That means I got to be on my toes. I have to be paying attention. I got to see what changes are coming, look forward into the future, and I got to deliver a service that is unbelievably great. And even then, be a bit suspect, paranoid, ready all the time for what happens next. It's called technological unemployment, and folks, it is happening. It's a term used to describe machines, robots, algorithms replacing human labor for good. It's starting to feel less like a far-fetched idea and more like reality. Look, it's happening. Ask any union worker in Detroit. It's happening, okay? Here's the facts. Computer speed. Check this out. Computer speed per unit cost doubled every 3 years between 1910 and 1950. Doubled every 3 years between 1910 and 1950. Then, between 1950 and 1966, it doubled every 2 years. Now, it doubles every year. Number 2, what used to cost $100 million and took entire buildings now sits in the palm of your hand, and it costs less than $100. That happened in a few decades. Entire fields are being revolutionized. The first sequenced human genome was completed in 2003 at a cost of, how much y'all think? First human genome? $3 billion. Paulie, you're only off by like 297 billion, 2.97 billion. So, and that took 13 years to do the first one. A decade later, 10 years later, okay, we can do the same thing in a few days that it used to take 13 years to do, and you can do it for less than $1,000. Okay, the first one was done for $3 billion, now it costs $1,000. Health sector, medical, electronics, automotive, technology, communication. Look at us streaming this show right now, okay? This could not have been done 5 years ago. I want to talk to Mike from Akron, how to compete with robots, bro. How you doing it?
Man, how are you?
Good, my friend. Appreciate you calling in.
Hey, obviously machines are going to take probably over more jobs coming down the road. I can't worry about that. It's going to happen probably no matter what. So, like you said, just got to dominate space and instead of trying to be a jack of all trades, just master one thing and dominate.
Yeah, exactly. Mike's telling you right, man. What do you do, Mike, for work?
I help build websites. I do social media stuff for clients, blow up their presence online.
Dude, how fast is your space changing?
Oh, man, it's tough. It's constant. You can't let off the gas. You got to be on top of it.
Yeah, so whatever's making a website work today, that could change 30 days from now or 60 days from now. Is that fair to say?
Absolutely. It could be a week, 2 weeks. I mean, you got to be on top of your game.
Yeah, so folks, listen to what Mike's saying. He's in the technological space, okay? He's in that space that's already considered advancing and changing and moving, and he's telling you, look, you got to dominate. Don't compete. You're not looking at the guy next to you to see how fast he runs. You got to create a space and be looking forward and be so great about what you're doing. Know everything there is to know about your space, what you do, what your product is, what the opportunity is, what's not provided in that space, maybe that somebody's missing, because the robot has got to be programmed by somebody, okay? Unless robots are going to somehow do that one day. The term is called technological unemployment. What happens when you have robots added to outsourcing, global competition, unemployment happening worldwide? What happens when corporations learn to operate and make bigger, fatter, and fatter margins? You know, companies are making more money today with fewer people working in them. What happens when a company figures that out? We got global outsourcing, okay? And then you add some big technological advance, okay? Could that change your space? Albert from the Hawaiian Gardens, California. Yay.
Hey, what's up, Grant?
Albert, how you doing, buddy?
What time it is over there, but thank you so much for having me on the show. I ask everyone, including yourself, to follow me at Albert Store.
Albert Store, at Albert Store. Follow at Albert Store.
There you go. My question is, my daughter's about to graduate tomorrow from high school.
Okay.
Now, Lindsay here is very...
Are you going to send her to the next trap?
She wants to go to the next trap.
Okay.
She was pursuing a career in nursing. And I told her, you know what? You can be replaced by a robot.
Yeah.
My original career choice was replaced by just technology. It was everything became throwaway. No need to repair it when you could throw it away and get a brand new one. So since 15, I was operating my own multiple streams of income through being an entrepreneur and just having different businesses. And I kept on trying to push that to her. She finally clicked and kind of realized I can be replaced, and started asking questions about multiple streams of income. She now started a YouTube channel that she just launched, and she got stuff going on there. What other advice would you give a 17-year-old that's about to graduate that is still kind of thinking the ways of...
Well, dude, look. I mean, nurses. You know, you got 80 million people in this country going into retirement. They're called the baby boomer. I mean, the nurse is not going to go away. I would look at, I think in that, if she likes taking care of sick people, and old people that urinate on themselves, if she likes that, it's going to be a huge space, particularly at home. I mean, if she just focused on the wealthy, I think there's a whole opportunity out there for people that are wealthy people that want somebody to come to their house or take care of them. There's a huge, like the adult nanny. The flip side of the baby nanny would be the old, taking care of Grandpa Grant when at the end of his time when nothing works anymore. So I think that's more of a concierge kind of delivery, high value service, and go for that into the sector. Out of 80 million people, there's got to be 4 or 5 million of them that are freaking loaded.
Absolutely.
So if she wants money, I mean, if you're gonna do the urine, what's it called, the urine pan, if you're gonna move it, you may as well get paid something for it, right?
Might as well.
Albert, appreciate you calling in, man. Folks, health sector, medical, electronics, a company called Foxconn Technology, the world's largest electronics manufacturer in Taiwan, has already installed hundreds of thousands, not thousands, hundreds of thousands of robots to replace human workers. Their goal, check this out, is to move to 1 million robots. Canon, Japan's Canon, the photography companies, ditching human production lines and will rely entirely on robots to build out cameras by the year 2015. This is happening. This is coming. You're in the Cardone Zone. Stay with me. I'm going to give you the exact things you need to do to make sure you are not replaced by a robot. Stay with me. I ask you this. What would it be worth for you to learn everything there is to know about growing your business? Cardone Cardone University was created for entrepreneurs that want to 10x their business. It was created for you so you could have me available to you from any phone, any pad or tablet, or any computer. If you can imagine the business strategy or a business opportunity you need a solution to, I have the answers here. Fortune 500 companies around the world pay up to $500,000 for this same information that I want to provide to you now. Look, if you want to 10x your income, I want to help you. If you want to become a multimillionaire, I want to help you. If you want to become a billionaire, I want to help you. It's not enough to just want it. You need information. I want to be your personal business coach. You can have access to me 24/7 from any device. Sign up now and let's go get yours.
Times best-selling author and self-made multimillionaire entrepreneur Grant Cardone has partnered with the Hard Rock Hotel to bring you the Work Hard, Play Hard 10X Your Life at Riviera Maya, Mexico. Reward yourself as you play hard at this all-inclusive luxury experience, and you'll work hard participating in 4 one-hour sessions from June 22nd through June 27th with Grant Cardone himself. These unique seminars were created to help you learn to 10x your finances, 10x your social media, 10x your business, and 10x your life. All in the unparalleled paradise of the Hard Rock Hotel in Riviera Maya, Mexico. Visit 10xseminar.com to book your 10x experience now. For rates as low as $3.99 per night, seminars, meals, and beverages are included. See Grant live at his seminars each day and catch him at the Hard Rock Riviera Maya Resort as he's enjoying it right along with you. Stop settling. 10x your finances, reach your dreams, 10x your business, and 10x your life. Take action and go to 10xseminar.com now to book your 10x experience at the Hard Rock Hotel Riviera Maya.
Hey, welcome back. This is Grant Cardone at Grant Cardone. You're in the Cardone Zone. We're talking today about your money, your finances, your career, what you have to do. Every Tuesday, I come to you at 1 o'clock from Miami Beach to talk to you about what you have to do to keep your career going, your finances rocking, and your business blowing up like, well, I can't even say like what anymore because it's politically incorrect. Big did it, but I can't. And while I'm doing this show, my wife's tweeting at Elena Cardone. She's tweeting these erotic pictures. So check it out, at Elena Cardone. You'll see what I'm talking about. Hashtag CardoneZone and hashtag EMD. EMD. Okay. We're talking about automation, robots. Okay. Could they take over your job? They've already taken over entire industries, folks. It's happening. Don't think that you can't be replaced. You can be, particularly if you're average. Every week I come to you to inspire you to say, look, you got to get great, man. You got to get great. You got to get freaking, you got to be the fastest, the bestest, the strongest, the most creative. Otherwise, some algorithm is going to replace you. This is not a joke. It's happening. Canon wants to replace their entire production line of employees with robots by 2015. This isn't 20 years from now anymore. Algorithms right now are starting to replace writers for real estate, financial analysis on Wall Street, sporting events. Can you imagine that? where you can't even see the difference between a journalist anymore and an algorithm that's writing the program. The automotive industries announced by Google back in 2012 said Nevada Department of Motor Vehicles issued its first license for the autonomous car, right? 2 years later, every manufacturer in the country is saying we're going to be able to do it too. Food, a network of tractors, swarm robots, and sensors can grow, collect, separate, and package food. Drones are going to be replacing UPS and the U.S. postal system. Oxford University says 47% of U.S. jobs are at risk. 47%. That would be half. Okay. Look, Burger King, McDonald's. Really? $15 an hour? Okay. Let's find a robot that can make a hamburger. That's what's going to happen to you. You understand? When it becomes unaffordable, let's just find a robot. Barrett from Reno, Nevada.
Hey, how's it going, Grant?
Yeah, you know, that dealer in the casino in Reno that gives me that 16, that person could definitely be replaced by a robot. And in fact has, because you guys call it what? Poker machine, right?
Exactly.
Talk to me.
Yeah, I was calling in to talk about the automated cars that you were talking about there just a second ago.
Yeah.
And, they're definitely going to take over the trucking industry, and hundreds of thousands of people are going to be out of jobs because they can go 24 hours a day. They don't get in accidents, and they don't get speeding tickets.
Yeah, they don't have to take speed. They don't have to freaking crank on to stay up at night.
Yeah, exactly. So like that whole incident with Tracy Morgan that happened over the weekend.
Yeah.
That, wouldn't be an issue with automated cars. So
yeah.
People that are in that industry need to seriously think, long term, 20 years, what they're going to be doing.
Yeah, I mean, how much does a truck driver really do? Okay, the guy drives 10, 11, 12 hours at night. He goes down the road. I mean, how much value can you add in that space that says, I'm a really great driver?
Yep, and there's always going to be human error, too, that, they can't react as fast as computers and stuff. So
that's a good point, man. You're saying with Google Cars, you could actually replace that driver, maybe not even with a robot, but just some kind of program to say, go from Reno to Las Vegas. This is your start time, end time. This is where every traffic light is. This is where every road is.
Yep, exactly. So I think that they're just going to be taking over tons of industries, and anything that is tedious or, has error, like human error is a big part of.
Yeah.
Those are the industries they're going to get taken.
Barrett, thanks for calling in. I appreciate it, man. That's great input. Corporate profits that are all-time high, folks, with a job recovery that has been the most shallow in the history of the United States. Do you understand what that means? You have corporate profits, the highest in the history of this planet, okay? The U.S. corporate profits are at all-time highs, while the recovery of jobs has been the most shallow of all time. What does that mean? That means companies are figuring out how to operate without bringing people on. That should tell you where you want to go. You want to stay away from the big companies, and you want to stay with entrepreneurial outfits like mine that are very much driven by people that are special, people that have a gift, and people that have a talent, and people that can create. Employment population ratio is the lowest since the Great Depression. It's the lowest. The smallest number of people ever employed in the United States is right now. Outsourcing playing a major role. Sharp increase in productivity due to technological progress. What do you need to do about it? Look, one, you got to pay attention. You need to pay attention. You got to pay attention. You got to read. You got to find out what is going on. The only reason to look at the news, because people hit me all the time, I thought you said don't watch the news. Dude, you need to study. You need to go someplace, Forbes, Business Insider, Entrepreneur. You need to find out what's coming, okay, so you know what's happening. So when I say don't watch the news, I'm saying don't be consumed by a bunch of dumb things. Number one, pay attention. Number two, decide to advance. You must advance. You cannot stay still. You cannot stay in one place, or you will be displaced and replaced. 3, change is opportunity. These are not threats to you unless you want to stay the same. I mean, if you're a mollusk, a clam, okay, and you don't mind being eaten up, don't be surprised. You have to change. You got to be willing to change, and you got to be willing to embrace these changes in technology. I mean, look. I can say, hey, I'm going to go get a microphone. TV, the cost of TVs is down. I can go buy TVs. I can start streaming out content. I need to embrace the Twitters and the Facebooks, etc. Number 4, get talent or skill that cannot be replaced. Get a talent or skill that is so freaking sick, so necessary. Some high-end restaurant that you work in, and you're the freaking bomb waiter. People come there not for the food, but because of you. And number 5, quit working and start leading. Quit working, start leading, so people don't see you as a worker anymore. They see you as a leader. Now, I want to close this segment off with the extra point. Every week I'm going to come to you with my extra point. That you're in the Cardone Zone. This is the extra point. President Obama exchanged U.S. soldiers. He approved the exchange of a U.S. soldier captured in Afghanistan 5 years ago. I wrote this on my Facebook page last week. Hundreds, almost 400 people commented on this page. A guy named Bowe Bergdahl, United States Army soldier held captive for 5 years, was traded for 5 Taliban. In the end zone, I'm going to give you my opinion of this, okay? Obama did not get Congress approval. That's against the law, by the way. Violates the National Defense Authorization Act. Supposedly, Bergdahl deserted his unit. That's what his unit's saying. We don't know that for sure. And he deserves a court-martial to find out whether he did or didn't. Some members of his unit say he did. I'm sure there's some guys that are going to say, no, he didn't. I don't know. We'll find that out. His father shows up at the White House speaking Taliban language, whatever that language is. 6 men were killed in an intense search for Bergdahl. I post this question on Facebook. How do you make sense of a deserter, one deserter, being traded for 5 Talibans? Hundreds of people, almost 400 people commented on this, okay? Many people said that I don't have the right to have an opinion on my personal Facebook page, okay? We're in the end zone, baby, okay? We're in the end zone now. This is the extra point from Grant Cardone. Look, it's my damn Facebook page, okay? I get to have an opinion. I don't know if the cat deserted. That's what they're saying. That's not what I'm saying. I'm asking you the question. If the cat deserted, would you want to go get him and trade 5 Talibans for him? And my deeper, bigger question is this. Why is everybody so upset about one guy deserting? You don't think people desert? People desert people every day. How about in this country? Do you think you have to be in the military to desert somebody? How about when you desert your potential? Or how about when you desert your kids as a father, or the mother that deserted their children? Or how about teachers that desert the students? Or how about the student that deserted their studies? Or how about the employee that deserts the company and doesn't do the extra work? How about the workers that don't work? Look, people desert people every day. Rather than being focused on whether Bowe Bergdahl, is that his name? Bowe, doesn't even want to see his parents. Whether he deserted or not is not the biggest issue. I ask you, dude, when do you desert your potential? When do you desert your company? When do you desert your dreams? Because that is going to affect you more than anything. This is Grant Cardone. You're in the Cardone Zone. Every week we come to you, talk about your career, your business, your finances. Make sure you comment on the page. I actually read the comments here. If you haven't subscribed to the YouTube channel, do so. If you like the show, hit like, share it with your friends. Look, I'm here to help you. I'm here to help you get great so you don't get replaced by some damn robot, all right? And remember, be great, because nothing else pays. And I'll see you in Mexico June 22nd for your personal coaching to 10x your life, your business, and your career. Are you tired of missing sales? Come on, be honest. Are you getting all there is in the marketplace? Take an honest look in your mind's eye at your sales team right now. Are they doing everything they can to make that extra sale? If you're tired of watching your salespeople be tongue-tied, not follow up, not know their product, not know what to say at that critical moment, welcome to tiredofmissingsales.com. My name's Grant Cardone. I know your frustrations. Look, whether your people sell over the phone or in person, whether you sell a tangible or an intangible, I can increase the sales of any company by at least 15% guaranteed. Go to tiredofmissingsales.com and I'll show you the top 3 reasons your salespeople don't make those extra sales. Go to tiredofmissingsales.com.